Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Picks and Predictions here at Justatip YouTube channel. And today we're going to be doing the North American RMR. And we covered the European two groups, and now we're switching to North American region. Lots of interesting news there. Detonate is not going to be able to make it. EG is making it instead of them. I think one of the players from Detonate didn't apply properly for visa for Mexico, so they're disqualified. EG is next in line, and it's going to be quite interesting. A lot of storylines. Liquid is not playing well. Pain is playing quite good. Furia is up and down. We expect Complexity or Imperial to make it too. Only 5 spots, and there is a lot of teams that are fighting for those spots, and the whole concept of the show is going to be the same one as the previous one for the RMRs. We're going to go through the odds in the first round, and then we're going to go through the major calculator simulator, and we're going to be seeing who's going to be qualifying for the Paris and the last CS:GO major ever. So before we go, I just want to mention that 1xBet is an official partner of this show and this channel, and they're providing us with really good odds. So if you go there and register, make sure you use code 1xKassad or Kassad1x to get up to 130 euro bonus directly from me. Pretty decent platform. I use it myself, and I recommend you do it as well. And I think we can go to the actual matchups in this North American RMR. The very first one is Furia against Loss +1. I don't even know what it is, but Furia is definitely favored here with the 115 odds. Something that probably not worth taking at all, but they're going to win. If you want to put it like in a multiple akka or something like that, it's a very valuable. It's not very valuable, but it's a decent odd. I think Furia is going to win this one. They struggled quite a bit. They lost to EG Black in the first round of Showdown. I don't know what the hell that was, but it was pretty embarrassing for them. And they need to make up for it. They need to be qualifying very fast, very quick, very convincing into the major. Otherwise, either be in some sort of issue, and they have to win these easy games, right? The second game is much more interesting. It's between Team Liquid and 00 Nation. Now, Liquid, I would pick them at 136 because we don't get those odds too often. But right now, I'm not so sure. The thing is, like, it's the best of one. 00 Nation is a team that plays all right Counter-Strike. They played well in the Pro League. Liquid, on the other side, they just lost to Pain in the Blast Showdown. In the semifinals, they lost to Pain in the Pro League playoffs. Also 2-0. It's a very turbulent period for Liquid. They have a lot of problems mid-round. They have a lot of problems reacting to things. I don't know how they're going to handle this qualifier. They're probably going to qualify. I don't think they will mess that. But 00 Nation, there's an upset potential right there, and I think it's going to happen. You can triple your money in that best of one. I am not really sure 100% I'm going to take it, but I'm going to look into it because I don't like the way Liquid is playing right now. There is a lot of issues. Now we have Bestia against Nouns. Now, many of these teams I'm not really sure of, but Nouns is a team that is being coached by Semphis, and they have a decent, result, a decent score in the last few months. I think they're going to be, this game is straight up 50-50. I think they can take it. I am not really sure about the other team, but the odds 2.04 is something that would definitely take, and it would be an interesting game. I think the odds are set correctly. Maybe I would put it a little bit slightly towards Nouns, but this one is fine too. The next one is Complexity against Fuscao 1500. I don't even know who plays for that team, to be quite honest for you. I don't know many of those teams, but I do know about Complexity, and Complexity is going to be one of the teams that's going to be playing the major. They played decent CS. They played Showdown with Halzerk being in Europe. Now he's going back to Mexico. They're going to be back on LAN, playing much better. This is much better to take than Furia, to be honest. I think Complexity is going to win this one quite easily. Now we have EG against Imperial. EG that probably didn't expect to be in this qualifier at all, so I don't know what's happening with their team. There's rumors they are switching some players, trying to sign new players. God knows what's happening there, if they're even practicing or not. Imperial, on the other side, they're a team that's playing decent Counter-Strike. They like to play together. They seem to be enjoying it. Fallen is doing a good job in-game leading that team. It's not like top tier, but it's good enough to be on the major. And odds at 153 is something that I would definitely take. I think they're not going to have any problems dealing with evil geniuses right now. Pain against Paqueta. I hope I'm saying that fine. is a matchup that I think Spain will deliver quite easily. I don't think they have any problems. They're playing quite confident right now. I watched them twice against Liquid. Didn't think they can replicate what they did in the Pro League, but they did. They're playing very confident. All of the players, Zevi and Nekis and everybody else is playing super good right now. I don't see them having any issues in the very first. 127 is a fair odd set by the bookies again on this match. Now Fluxo against Ur. This is, I think, a game that Fluxo won't lose. They're quite sharp. They're quite aggressive, and I think they're gonna be one of the main contenders to go to the major in Paris. I don't think they will have any problem against North American squad that has probably no experience on land whatsoever. So I don't think they're gonna be doing anything else besides losing against Fluxo. And then we have MIBR against Flamengo. I don't know about MIBR. They should win this one. The odds are set quite low. I don't like it. Probably gonna skip this one, but they should win this one simply because they're much more experienced and they used to play these LAN events. They have the partnership spots and one of the spots they have, I think, for Blast. But the thing is, like, they do play okay against this type of teams. I'm not really sure how they're gonna handle the other teams, but they should win this one. The odds are too small. I think you should definitely avoid this one in any case. But if you have to bet it, MIBR should probably win it. And I think we can go to the major matchup calculator simulator. And I don't know a lot of this logos, so it might be a little bit challenging. I do know some of them. So we have Fury against, this is Team 1, I believe, and they're going to be winning this one. Now I'm going with the surprise here, like we said, for 0-0 Nation. This is Nouns. Yes, they're going to win this one. Complexity Imperial against EG. This is supposed to be EG. And Pain will probably win this one. And then Fluxo, and then MIBR is going to beat Flamengo. I know this logo because of the football club. Now the second round matchup is going to be between Furia and 0-0 Nation. I'm taking 0-0 Nation. I'm not trusting Furia anymore in these matchups against the Brazilian teams. I don't think they're going to be doing very well against them. They're probably going to qualify for the major, but not against 0-0 Nation, who is playing pretty decent Counter-Strike right now. Complexity against Nouns. That's a straight-up victory. Complexity in North American matchup. Nouns have no chances against any of the North American teams. No bigger North American teams. They have to look their chances against the Brazilian teams, but against Complexity, I don't think they'll do it. And we have Imperial against MIBR. I do trust Imperial simply because I said they are playing quite good CS right now. They're enjoying their CS, and I think it might be a win for them quite easily. And the next game in the upper on the winner bracket of this 1-0 score is Pain against Fluxo. Pain will probably take this one, but the surprise is also possible because Fluxo is not a team to be joked with, to joke about. Is a team that can play against the South American opposition, and I am going to pick this one as well as a surprise. Now Liquid against Team 1 is a team that I will probably go for. Liquid is a team that won't allow themselves not to be at the majors, so they will definitely win that one. And then we have Fuscao 1500 against this team that I don't recognize the logo, so I'm gonna be going and seeing what the hell that is. That's Bestia. Okay, let's remember that. Bestia, I don't know anything about this game. Is 50-50 for me. I don't know much. This is a straight up gambling, so I guess I'm gonna be going with them. Whatever. And then we have Flamengo against EG. Now don't be distracted by this because the site hasn't updated yet. This is going to be EG against Flamengo. I'm picking EG to win. Flamengo is not good enough, even though EG is a terrible team right now and has been for the past God knows how long. They should be good enough to beat Flamengo. And then we have Ur against, wait a second, this team is Paquetá. I think Ur should be, they have more matchups, even though they don't have LAN experience. They have more of these matchups against some stronger teams, so they gather some experience. They should be able to beat them in the best of one. Now Imperial Complexity in the game 1. It's another matchup between these two teams and another one in the qualifier for the major. We just saw Imperial beating Complexity 2-1 in that match where Hellzerk was playing with 120 ping from home. I do believe this is going to be the other way around. Complexity, when playing on LAN, is going to be playing better. They're going to be defeating Imperial. Fluxo against 0-0 Nation. I think Fluxo is going to be the surprise of this RMR. They're going to beat 0-0 Nation, qualify immediately for the major, and 0-0 Nation is going to have to look for another opportunity because Fluxo is going to be playing quite good. Now we have EG against Nouns. I have to go with EG there. They're going to be 2-1 because they had matchups that kind of suit them against Flamengo and Nouns. I do think they're going to win. And then we have Fury against Bestia. Yes, I remember that. Fury is going to win this one. I don't think they're going to have any issues against this type of teams. They might have issues against the stronger Brazilian teams, but against this side of Bestia, which is a North American team, I believe, they're not gonna lose. They're gonna win this one quite easily. The same goes for Liquid against Ur. That's a team that North American teams, when they face Liquid, they teams seem to crumble all the time, and I think that's gonna happen here as well. So Liquid winning this one, putting themselves in a 2-1 spot and chance to qualify. Now we have obviously Pain against MIBR. Pain is in a much better spot. They just beat MIBR 2-1 relatively convincing. They lost one map. It was, I believe, 22-18 or something, but the other two they won was quite easy. They're going to do the same thing now. They're going to be, in the 2-1 matchup. And then we go to the 0-0 Nation against EG. I have to go with 0-0 Nation. They're going to be qualifying. They're playing a lot better. I do believe that, Coldzera and Taco is not playing, but Dumao and the company is going to be... they're going to be playing the major once again. And they're going to be doing that over EG, who are going to use their chance against the weaker teams, but against the strongest teams, they're going to struggle, they're going to lose. Simple as that. So they are going to be qualifying as the team number 3. Now we have Liquid against Imperial. This game is going to go in a favor of in Liquid, and I think they're going to be qualifying as the challengers, or I don't know what they are, contenders, challengers maybe. But the thing is, I don't think Liquid will allow themselves to have any kind of issues here against Imperial. I think it's going to be a straight up victory for Liquid. If it goes sideways, it can go to 3 maps, but I do think Liquid will win. When it comes to odds, if it's not like 1-6, 1-6-5, I'm not touching this game because it can be quite toxic and it can be quite... it can be a mine, but I'm not really sure. But I do think Liquid will win, but let's just wait and see. And the final game is against Pain and Furia. Now I have to pick Pain here. I'm sorry, Furia, but I have to pick Pain. This will be the final coffin. In a final nail in the coffin of Furia. I think after this defeat, they will be looking to change something in their lineup, or even IGL or something else. I don't even know. Pain is playing quite well, playing good CS right now. They beat Liquid twice. They're playing good, and I think they're gonna win this one. So, which puts us in the end of this video and in the end of these predictions. And we have obviously Fluxo, Complexity, Liquid, Pain, and 0-0 Nation managing to get into the major in Paris in about a month from now. So we're gonna see some surprise in North America, Furia and Imperial not making it. That's my prediction, simply because from the things that I saw. But overall, I think that covers up pretty much everything when it comes to this North American RMR. And simply because the video is a little bit shorter because there is only 5 teams qualifying, because North America lost 1 spot because of the poor results in the previous major. Hopefully that changes after this one, but I'm not really sure that the North American scene is quite in shambles right now, but that's a subject for a different video. If you guys like this type of video, if you have your own predictions, if whatever you think about these matchups and this North American, RMR, make sure you leave it in the comment, and make sure you like and subscribe. And it's gonna mean a lot to me. We're gonna be sharing a lot of these videos as the events coming up, and as the events come up, and not just the CS, also the football ones and everything else. We already opened the Justatip.gg website where you can subscribe to some premium picks, and you can make some money. But I think that concludes this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Let's enjoy some Counter-Strike and make some money. See you later.